What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here. We are back with another Star Ocean Anamnesis video. The maintenance is currently still going on, but they did drop all of the information for all the new units and stuff, so we're going to go over that. As you can see here on their official Twitter, they have the maintenance stuff, which, actually it should be over right about now, but, it doesn't say anything about, it being over yet, so probably another hour or two before it actually ends, but let's go over the units real quick. Holiday Precious is, Precus. No one really corrected me on how I said it, so I'm assuming Precious is an okay way to say it. Ace Healer, who is adept at using light element symbology. Her attack recovers the party's AP and can also increase the party's movement rate and decrease symbol invoking time, which is really, really nice. So, Rush Mode is Magical Present, plus 15% to health recovery every 3 seconds. That is a really nice rush. I definitely really like that. Especially if you're doing some of the, like, harder missions where you get hit hard, like, a lot, and just kind of spam. That's going to be really nice to have. And your critical chance goes up by 30% for the whole party for 20 seconds. Power Intellect times 3,000%, which is pretty nice. And the amount of hits that the Rush Mode does is 5. So we'll obviously see how that looks in a little bit. Once the event actually goes live and you can, you know, take some of these characters in if you don't pull for them. And then they've got the 4 battle skills, you know, Sacred Fairy Light, Sacred Lancer, Sacred Ring, and Prismatic Rays. And then we've got the level 70 stats over here when it comes to a Limit Break 10. You know, 13,000 HP I feel like is a normal amount for a healing unit. Most healers get around that much. Intellect is 2,400, which is really nice. Let's go over the talents real quick. Symbol invoking time minus 60% and hit counter plus 2 seconds. That's for the whole party. Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, of course. Agility AP cost minus 50%. Movement rate plus 30% for party. A Christmas Miracle, AP slightly recovers when using attack symbology for the whole party. That is really good, especially if you are running a more magic-based team. So if you're using more invokers and healers on your team, then this is definitely a good unit to have. Because, you know, some events are very, you know, physical defense heavy. So you want to have a magic team to kind of handle that. And then the last talent is Trump Card, critical hit damage plus 20%, 30% at 50, and 100 hits, respectively, for the entire party. So, Precious does seem like will be a good healer. If you're someone who needs a decent healer, I would say definitely worth going for. Our first seasonal Fidel, I was calling him Videl, Ace Attacker who dual wields guns, which is very interesting for an attacker. You know, I actually saw his art beforehand from the Japanese version, and I found it very interesting because I thought he would be a, you know, I thought he'd be a ranged unit. He uses guns, but he's actually an attacker. And same thing that's kind of weird with Winter Evelise. She uses dual blades, but she's a defender. Well, actually, let's look at this real quick. Her final stats are actually better than Winter Muria. So if I do pull Evelise, she will probably replace Summer Muria as my main defender unit. But let's go over Fidel's stats real quick, and then we'll move on to Evelise. It's kind of funny that Evelise gets a new unit right away when, like, 2 banners ago, she got her first 5-star unit. Rush Mode is called Holiday Surprise. AP cost goes down by 30%, and critical hit chance goes up by 20% for 30 seconds. Power attack goes up by 4,000, so you get that good multiplier, so not bad. And it's a 30-hit combo, so we're going to see a lot of bullets being fired. We got the 4 battle skills right there. I don't really need to, I mean, you can see them right there. But let's go over to the talents. Well, first off, let's look. So 15,000 HP, not bad for an attacking unit. I'm okay with that. Attack is 3,100. 3,100's That's okay. I won't complain with that. That's a good amount of damage. But let's go ahead and move over to the talents. Gift of Happiness 2. Attack goes up by 20% for the whole party. A Winter Prayer 2. Normal attack AP recovery goes up by 100% at 100 hits or more. Attack damage dealt plus 20% at 200 hits or more. So with this unit, it is definitely a combo kind of beneficial unit. So you do want to keep those combos up when you're using this unit. Which really shouldn't be hard, since he's a gun user. You should be able to get a lot of combos off. Talent 3 is Colored Galleria 2. Bullet Barrage plus 100% damage, and Bombing Run plus 200% damage during 3 or more and 5 or more combos, respectively. That's pretty nice. No complaints there. Obviously, that's his 4th battle skill. Talent 4 is Novice Santa, which is just attack plus 15% and hit plus 10%. So, not bad. He's a solid unit. It's kind of like I said, you should really not bother summoning on regular banners, but when these seasonal ones come around, you should summon for these, because the regular units get thrown in the general pool, whereas these units do not. These units you can only get when they're around, or when they have rerun stuff. So, Evelise, let's go ahead and talk about her real quick. So, dual wields blade, she can increase the incoming damage. While under attack, she can decrease the attack damage taken at 50 hits or more. So, if you have that combo above 50 hits, then she won't be taking as much damage, which is really nice. Rush mode is Snowman Press. AP cost minus 40% and attack plus 30% for 20 seconds. Power attack 4,000%, and it does 6 hits. So it's not a... It may be flashy, but it's not going to be combo flashy. You know, we got our 4 battle skills: Resplendent Blades, Enchanting Twin Thrust, Threefold Blast, and Helix Blade. Obviously, I really can't say much about the... I didn't read Fidel's, mainly because there's not really much I can tell you without a visual representation. Because it's like, these are just, you know, the names of the attacks, so what are they going to look like? We don't know yet. Like I said, 24,000 HP is very good. It is better than my Muria, and I have been saving up a lot of Limit Break Crystals, so I will be able to max her up to 10, assuming I pull her. I'll have enough for 3 multi, so I will have a summon video out later today, whenever I can do the banner. But let's go over the talents real quick before we get out of here. Holiday Heroine 2, damage taken while under attack goes down by 30% for self, just for self. And then attack damage taken minus 15% with 50 hits or more for the party. So I'm not sure if that would stack, because obviously, so yeah, you're obviously tanking the damage. You know, it makes sense as a defender, but I wonder if that would bring it up to 45% for Evelise herself. That'd be interesting to find out. Radiant Snow Crystal 2, single target damage plus 20% and single target damage plus 40% at 150 hits or more for the entire party. That is actually really good. I like that. And then Snowdrop 2, HP plus 20% and no flinching when taking damage of 20% HP or less. So that's pretty good. So for the small hits, you won't really be flinching that much. It's only when you get hit with like a lot of damage that you'll have to kind of watch out for that. And then Miracle Symbology is attack plus 15% and HP plus 15%. So her overall HP will probably be, you know, it's going to go above 24,000 if you have her max limit broken. Probably getting up to like, you know, 27,000, 28,000, which is really nice for a tanking unit. But other than that, that's all we've got. And then obviously we've got these right here. You know, we get Misery 2 for the Colossal Beaks event. We will be getting a Christmas Eve, the Great Present Plan event, as well as a surprise Christmas party event. So there'll be 2 events to do, so that'll be nice. I'm hoping around New Year's they give us a new story chapter to kind of get things moving along. And obviously we have the weapons here. Obviously the gun will be for Fidel. The wand will be for Precious, and we got the dual blades for Evelise right here. And of course the increased chance of drawing these 3 characters. I wouldn't complain with any of them, but obviously Evelise is my first pick. Precious would be my second, and Fidel would be my third, but if I pull any of them, I will not complain. But other than that, guys, that is it. Let me know if you're going to be pulling on this banner, or if this is a skip for you. I'm very curious to know what you all think, and without further ado, that is it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe for more if you're new to the channel. I will see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.